What is up, everybody? It is your boy Swindles back with the Swindle Sports Podcast. Today we are going to be going over the MLB slate. The MLB playoffs are currently on right now, and I actually have a few plays I like. I haven't really been playing much of MLB playoffs just because it can be a little fishy as far as either pitchers getting pulled early or pitchers playing very well, so people aren't really getting any hits or home runs. But I actually really like the slate today. Let's just do a recap from yesterday. Yesterday, I gave you guys 2 straight bets for the Kansas City and Jacksonville Jaguars game. It was Trevor Lawrence over his rushing yards. He blew that out the park, had like 50 rushing yards. His line was like 12. And then Xavier Worthy over 4.5 receptions, which was my play of the day that I shared in my Discord for 1.5 units. Put $150 on it, caught it at minus 120, and that hit pretty easily. So yesterday we cashed out. That was our only premium bet of the day. If you guys want to join our premium Discord, either click the link in the bio, you can comment on this video, or you can follow me on Instagram at SwindlesLife. Click the link in that bio. You guys can join up on our premium Discord and make money with us. Let's get straight into today's slate. Don't want to waste any time. All right. So we have 2 games today, Seattle versus Detroit. I believe that's tied up 1-1. And then Toronto and the Yankees, which Toronto is up 2-0. So this is a must-win game for the Yankees. Today we're going to be talking about some strikeout props. My favorite one is going to be Logan Gilbert here. I actually was able to catch him last night at around plus, I believe it was 111. So we were able to double our money there. It's minus 112 right now. But let's just take a look at him playing away in the daytime. I mean, he's had 4 games this year away in the daytime. Absolutely crushed this line in 3 of them. One of the games, he obviously got 6 against a very, very hard team when it comes to striking out, which is the Chicago Cubs. But Toronto is actually the best team this whole entire year when it comes to not striking out. And he had 9 versus them away in the daytime. He also played the same team away in the daytime and had 9. And then obviously the Angels strike out a ton. But what I really like outside of that is that he's played this team twice this year, had 10 and 9. He played them at home and he played them away. If we take a look at his day away stats, he is 80% in his last 5 games. On top of that, the Detroit Tigers have been absolutely getting crucified. I know Luis Costello, he went out there and had a bad outing versus them, but I don't really rate him as high as I rate some of these other people on this list. Like George Kirby went out there and had 8 versus them. We had Tanner Bibby who had 6. We had Gavin Williams, which I placed a bet on him that day, who had 8. He also had 12 versus them. We have Gavin Williams who had 9 versus them again. Tanner Bibby, which had 8. So these are people which, I'm going to be honest, I don't even rate as high as someone like Logan Gilbert. I think Logan Gilbert's one of the best strikeout pitchers in the MLB. So I think he exceeds this line today. Like I said, I caught it at plus 111. It's minus 112 now. I recommend a straight bet, but if you want to throw that in a parlay, feel free to. Next, we're going to talk about Jack Flaherty. I actually think he goes over this line of 4.5 as well. I actually think he goes over the line of 5.5, which is actually what I played him at with a boost. So I have him at like plus 150 for him to get 6. I really like this. If you take a look at his home stats in his day game specifically, he's 63% on the season. Only missed this line 3 games. 2 of those games being against the Twins in Kansas City, which are very tough competition to strike out. But you've seen him have 7 versus Toronto, which is also a tough team to strike out, and 9 versus the Chicago Cubs, which is also a really, really tough team to strike out. If we take a look at his stats this season versus them, he's played them 1 time, had 7 strikeouts, and it was at home. So he's in a similar situation as he would be today. The Seattle Mariners are 6th in K percentage over the last 15 days. And take a look at the history and kind of what people have been able to do against them. The reason that this line dropped from 5.5 yesterday to 4.5 is because the recent struggles that people have been having against them, like the Dodgers, for example. Tyler Glasnow, great pitcher, only 3 strikeouts. But we have to take into consideration that the Dodgers were away in those games. And if anybody knows anything about strikeouts like I do, pitchers that are playing at home, especially in the postseason, they play a lot better at home. Like if we just take McCade Brown, which was home in that game. If we take Hunter Brown, which was home in that game, 10 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts. With Detroit needing to win this game, also Seattle needing to win this game as well, I think both of these pitchers are going to have a pitcher's duel. I think the game's going to go under, has a pretty low total, and I think both of these pitchers hit their strikeout props. I'm going to show you guys some other levels of confluence here in a second. This is actually a website that I really like to use to do strikeout research. It's called Doink. You can actually go here, and you can take a look at click the game, take a look at the pitchers and like what they strike out or what they like to strike out. For example, we have Logan Gilbert. He likes to strike out pretty much both, 31% to the lefties and 33% to the righties. He's slightly better to the righties. You can see the lineups. For example, Detroit has 5 lefties and 4 right-handed batters, which Logan Gilbert shouldn't have issues versus either hand. And then Jack Flaherty, he personally likes righties more than he likes lefties. And then we have 4 right-handed batters over here on the Seattle Mariners. So I really like to use that as a level of influence as well. Let's go over here. I also think these two have some good matchups, especially Carlos Rodon. Him being home, which he plays incredible at, as you can see. This season, he is 91% at home when it comes to hitting this line. Granted, Toronto is a really tough team, but with the severity of this game and them just needing to win, I'm going to trust him to go out here and have a good game, especially with the fact that he's hit this line a lot. He's only played this team at home 1 time in the last 2 years, and he had 8 Ks versus them. He played them 2 times this year, but away. I do think pitchers play differently at home than they do away. I expect him to be able to squeeze out 1 more strikeout at home than he did in both of these away games here. If we take a look at Toronto lefties in the last 20 games, I believe actually 7 lefties have hit this line. They don't give you the full list here, so actually let me pull it up here. So if we just take a look at the last 10 left-handed pitchers that's played this team, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 of them hitting this 5 line versus them. All right, so I think he goes over that line as well. And then Shane Bieber, he is a little bit less of a confident pick, but I do think he goes over his line surprisingly as well. I mean, if we take a look at his away stats, specifically at nighttime, he's 67% this season, having 9, 6, and 4. If we just take a look at his away stats in general, the last 5 games, he's 80%. What I really like about him necessarily is if you take a look at what this Toronto team has been able to do, we just seen Trey Savage go out there and have 11 Ks versus them. Kyle Bradish go out there and have 8 Ks versus them. But what I really like is that if you go over here to Doink, we click the Toronto game right here. We take a look at Shane Bieber and what he likes to strike out. He loves to strike out some lefties, 27% to lefties. As you can see, New York has 6 lefties over here on their lineup. So I like him to go over his line today as well. Personally, my favorite play is going to be Logan Gilbert. I would personally straight that if I was anybody. Not Max Fried, Carlos Rodon as well. I like him, but his odds are a little fishy at -150, I believe it is. I wouldn't really chalk up that. But I do like Logan Gilbert. I like everybody to go over the line if you guys want to do like a little parlay. But Logan Gilbert is hands down my favorite if you guys want to play that as a straight bet. If you guys want more content like this, just feel free to subscribe. Feel free to like this video. It's going to help me out a lot. And follow me on all my social medias at Swindle Life on TikTok and at Swindle's Life on Instagram. I love you all. I hope you guys make some money today. I'm out.